So welcome back and welcome if it's your first time. There's a group of men who have come together and they are trying to gang stalk and bully somebody in their dreams. Spiritually, they are bullying the person, trying to bully the person, but the spiritual team of the divine person is not allowing this. And it's ending up being sort of like a very chaotic kind of a scenery. And they're all trying to throw stones at the divine person so that they can hurt the divine person for not allowing them to do what they want to do. And but at the same time, it's funny because they have the stones in their hands and the rocks, big rocks, big stones. They want to hit at the divine person, but the divine person is standing their ground and they're not moving and they're just watching them. And it's even weird that they go to where the divine person's space is and they try to attack from there. They are also afraid of what might happen if they are ever caught. But they are too bold to go about their ways in attacking without even giving a thought about what would happen if they were caught in any way. Anyway, one of them tried at first to advance in a sort of like a luring way, in a soft way. But our divine being, using discernment, just backed off and did not allow the person to come near. And when the person realized that they were recognized or they were caught, they started running away. And when the others saw this one person running away, they also lined up to come one by one and to attack. And they are all of different sizes: fat man, thin man, medium-sized man, tall man, short man, and they're all attacking as a crowd. But the funny thing is, like, they're a crowd, but they're standing back from where the divine one is, and it's like they are uncertain as to how they should attack. They have their weapons in their hands and they want to throw at the divine person, but they are also afraid. And the divine person is just watching for their next move to see what they are doing or where the stone is going to land. One of them throws a stone and it just lands softly somewhere in a very cushion-like way, as if there is a cushion. But it looked like a very big rock or something like that. And there was another one, very bold, and he looked very ambitious about wanting to attack. But instead of attacking, he was standing right behind another medium-sized person, waiting for his turn. But when his turn came, he just stood there like he was paralyzed and he couldn't do anything. So I guess the spiritual team of the divine being took over and took care of them. End times are coming for any kind of karmic attacks from people, but the karmics are still struggling with all their strength to attack people, and they're just going on without even caring whether they will get any kind of punishment or not, and holding on to the smallest hope that they will win. What they don't know is that they will never win, never. And our divine beings will always continue to be protected by the grace of the Most High. They will always be protected. You will always be protected. No matter what they try to do, no matter how much they could try to cause confusion and illusions and doubts. Just the other day, I was trying something and it ended up being a confusion, sort of like a confusion. And I got confused. And I kept wondering why that happened. And it was just because there was need for me to be put in a low vibration so that they could take over from there and manipulate me the way they wanted. But just as always, and I hope it's always going to be like that with the grace of God, the Most High, I hope and pray that I will always stick to my prayers, because that is the only thing that we can do. Pray very hard. Praying and praying and praying. Everything sometimes is not in our hands. Sometimes we just have to let go and let God do His work. Anyway, so confusion is being projected a lot at these times, and the spiritual warfares are becoming even more and more intense, and people are struggling to get healthy mental state in a way, because there's a lot of interference with people's brain frequencies, not only on the physical realm but also in the spiritual realm. People's brain frequencies are being manipulating people to do actions or to make decisions which they usually won't do, or to make wrong decisions or actions. And accordingly, people end up feeling guilty, sorry, or sad in a low vibration. And when they are in that state, they get even more attacked and manipulated to do worse things, and then they lose their blessings. So let's be careful of how we think, of how we go about in our days. Even if we make any kind of a mistake, let's not be hard on ourselves. Be gentle with yourself. Know that if it happened, God allowed it to happen for a reason. And that is just driving the karma to be even bigger and bigger and faster to come in faster. So we should be thankful and grateful for the protection which we are getting from the Most High and His spiritual team, because we are favored and God sees everything. He sees what's happening. He knows what is happening. And He hears what is happening. There are things we can't hear, we can't see, we don't know. But the Most High has it all, and He knows everything. Sometimes we might know things, but our knowing is limited. And sometimes we might perceive some things as negative, and yet they are not negative. They're just working out for us. And at long last, I just had to accept that. Sometimes when I lose, it's working out for me, and it's for my own goodness. And I have to have that ego kind of a death, because resisting it will just make things even worse instead of helping me develop in anything which I want to do. So I hope that helps somebody, and I hope you stand your ground, and you remain resilient and be persistent in whatever you're doing. Be consistent in whatever you are building for yourself, because that will be your foundation for the future. Do not stop building your foundation. So till next time, take care and God bless.